Draftout. Something quite new, I would think. It may be older than I think, but for me, it's relatively new. Saw it a couple days ago, and I just had to try it out. Have a little break from ranked. Speedrunning, of course. So then, I downloaded it, got it all set up on Prism, and then there was a couple games before this one that I was just feeling it out, because you can see I'm looking at like what I can do, what I may be able to do. Before the couple games, I had some technical problems, so I did have to fix that. But in this round, it was actually by far my favorite, because I thought I did quite well. The end is for me, I'm quite upset with how the ending went, but we can get to that later. So at the beginning, I'm just feeling it out again, because you gotta see what you're gonna do. There's a empty hunger bar, and as soon as I spawn in, I see an outpost, and I actually look over there and I see a river, and since I need to drink a bottle of water, I was thinking I'll get some sand, so I can do the water and smelt it while I'm getting some cobblestone or something. That would probably be good. So I sprint on over to the outpost as soon as we start. Goes 3, 2, 1, yada yada. I start running, I could start sprinting, passing through all these pillagers, stuff like that. And I'm going super fast here because I'm pretty sure that my opponent also saw the pillager outpost. So I was thinking like, I really gotta get this now. And as soon as I get it in, I see a goat horn, and I saw, I need to do a goat horn. So I quickly offhand that and blow it as fast as I can before I take anything else. Quickly make the oak, pillars? What is that called? Yeah, whatever. The oak pillars, the dark wood pillars into planks to quickly just block that off in case any pillagers come up. And at the beginning, I also saw a village. So right now, I gotta think of how to get over there, or if I can get something between, because there is an iron golem here, which I do check in a little bit. But right now, I need a way to get down, so gotta craft myself a boat. And I do a pickaxe here because I'm thinking once I get to the village, or if I'm just gonna go down to the river to get the sand, then I can get some cobblestone while I'm there. And while I go down, I see that lava pool, so I'm thinking I can go to the nether, which is on the bingo list. Is that what I'm gonna call it, the bingo list? Yeah. So now I'm looking for the iron golem, and I'm pretty sure I go back. Yeah, I go back because I'm like, an iron golem, that'd be really helpful. Then I can get a bucket and go to the nether really quickly. But every single cage is empty. I can't even believe that. And then that's where the village is. So I'm speeding off to the village because you can get a iron golem there. And while I'm running there, I'm thinking, see that little crevice there? I'm thinking there's a river there. As soon as I get there is no river, which is kind of bad, because then I could have gotten either gravel for the coarse dirt or sand for the water bottle. So here I don't know what was happening. I was really weird for a second. So I get some cobble, I get a little bit more, and then I do that. I make I forget that the cobblestone isn't even in my hotbar, so I just put the goat horn in. So I get too much cobblestone. I think I should have not taken as much, because then, if I actually need cobblestone, I can just mine some. So definitely should have gotten a little bit less. I make the axe for more wood and the shovel to get the gravel and more dirt, because I gotta get that coarse dirt. Now I should have thought here. I should have kept the hay bale, so then I could trade with a villager, because this is around the time when I think I can trade with a villager to get a bucket of cod, and then I can just get a pickaxe from the iron golem. And then I see the hay bales right there, so I'm like, this is perfect. I'll just make a hole so I can get them super fast. That's what I do right here. I get them super fast, I'd say. Way faster than punching them. That would have taken forever. I see that farmer, and this is horrible. I didn't even see. I tilled the ground. What the heck? I didn't even see that. Yeah, so I see how to make a barrel. I make a pressure plate by accident, which isn't horrible, but definitely takes some time off. Yeah, I make the wheats, and I can trade to probably get 3 emeralds, because that's how much a bucket of cod costs from a fisherman. I break it. I break the composter, and I'm wondering why didn't he just get the job? And then, oh, the fletching table. Like, how did I not get that? I was gonna place it down while I jump in, but yeah, I hit the villager while I was trying to take the fletching table away. So then I was just like, no, I can't. This is gonna be like 5 emeralds or something. That's just not gonna give me good trades. So I decided to go up and try and get maybe some other villagers. I'm thinking a bed here, because usually in ranked I get a bed, for explosives. Of course I thought of that and I was like, that's kind of stupid. I'm probably not even gonna be in the nether for long. But I do get it, because then you see that warden on the bingo box thing, die by a warden. Then I can just place my bed, die, and then that's free. I place the composter and the barrel down, so then any villagers that are there will get the job. Quickly kill this iron golem, There's a subscribe button right underneath this video. If you want to go ahead and click that button, it would help me out a ton, and it doesn't do any bad thing to you. I promise. On goodness, I promise. Thankfully, I did see this librarian. He'll take the composter or the barrel. I take the books because I thought maybe I'll need them. And this is perfect. I see the bell, and I'm like, I'm in a village. This is easy. So I quickly race for that bell, and I'm gonna say this: I had those books. I could have done that write a book. That would have been so helpful. And thankfully, this villager did give me the trade that I wanted first shot. Sadly, there was no other villager up in these other houses. So in these 5 houses up top, there was no villager. So I quickly had to try and search for another villager. You see there? See that little crack? I was thinking maybe I should go there after. I saw there was a house down there, and then you see there's a little entity that you'll be able to see. Very small, but obviously I thought that was a villager. If it's not a villager, then it would suck, because if it was a cat, then I'd be cooked. But I think it's a villager. I'm not eating here, and I took away my bread because I didn't want to eat, because one of the bingo things is to run out of hunger, and that should be quite easy. I see in these 2 churches that there's actually a villager here, so that actually saves me time. Subscribe! So I quickly I place down the barrel first in case there's no villager on the other side, so then he wouldn't go into the other church. He gave me the trade first try, thank goodness. So I was able to get out of there like super fast. And just before I leave, I try and get some more of my hunger bar down, because I'm not going to eat until I get that. Which probably, now that I think about it, isn't the best thing to do. And again, I think these are rookie mistakes when just doing things that I probably don't need to. Now this is where probably could have had a better strategy as well. I was mining dirt, and then I thought, I'll just mine dirt on the way to the river. So I'm going to the river now, so then I can get sand and gravel. For a moment there, I thought I was going to be glitching for another year. Thankfully, I didn't. That's the technical problems that I was having a little for every single game before this. I'm not even joking. And for every single game after this. I did, I think, 3 games after this. 2 competitive. Wait. I did 2 games, both of them competitive. I had to forfeit each of them because that would happen. I would mine a block, and it wouldn't drop, and it would appear out of nowhere, and then have to mine it like 70 more times. That was a good play on me, so I boated down, which I thankfully I did. I glitched here on the boat. I don't know what happened. I guess I just needed to go forwards. So I mined 3 sand. I didn't have a furnace, so I had to quickly. So I mined into the wall to get some more cobble, so I can make a furnace. Yeah, kind of boring stuff, I must say. But I do see some gravel over there. So right after I put this, I craft wood, so in the furnace, while I'm smelting the sand, then I'm able to go get the gravel. That's right over there. And since it was underwater, I had to make doors, which it was alright, I guess. Yeah, so I'm just mining gravel. Nothing much happening here. It's actually really good that I was mining gravel, because then I would also be able to go to the nether, which was still my plan. You know what you should really do? You should click that subscribe button. It's not much for you, it's just a little click for you, but for me, it means a ton. So if you wouldn't mind just pressing that subscribe button, It'll really help me a lot. I do have to keep on taking away my door a lot, which was probably really bad, so I probably should have went more in the middle of the entire gravel field, so then it would be easier to just mine all of them and not having to mine the block under me every 3 seconds or whatever. And I did notice I had no sprint, so I wasn't able to like actually swim, which really could have been bad. And I should have noticed here I had 34, so I could have already done it. My opponent goes to the nether. You gotta be joking. My opponent went to the nether. Thankfully, I'm able to make coarse dirt, and I'm also able to, right after this, I made the coarse dirt, therefore I did it. I make a bottle. It makes 3 for some reason. It really doesn't really matter. I quickly drink that bottle, and now I have 2 down. I am 3 ahead of this guy, which is really crazy, I must say. Yeah, I go back into this little cave, and I thought it's faster, like, to take away your hunger. Turns out it's not. I don't finish this hunger thing, not for another while. I do look up to, because I see that brewing stand thing, because I'm looking at the bingo thing while I'm just jumping. And I'm thinking, like, for the nether, if I was able to go to the nether first, that would have been really good, because then I could have also died from a vine, and I could have lassoed that little lava walking thingamajigger. I don't know what that thing's called. Strider. I would have been able to get a strider as well. My opponent actually finds a bastion, which at first I even say it like, oh, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, right then he gets oh shiny, and I was like, what? Yeah, I can hear it right now. I just said, oh, I didn't see that, because on the bingo box thing it says oh shiny, but I didn't look at that because it's an advancement and it takes forever to get an advancement. I saw some mountains back here, and last time I checked, those mountains without the trees are prime spots to get goats. I quickly paused the game because I don't know how to breed goats. Turns out you just need some wheat, which is really good, because I didn't craft all my wheat into bread yet, so I'll be able to breed the goat. And if I found other animals, like chickens and stuff, I might have been able to get another thing. Now, it looks weird because I'm purposely taking fall damage, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that when you take damage, your saturation also goes down to heal you. I think I may be wrong, though. I actually... You know what? Forget I said anything. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Yeah, now I'm just traveling. I tried to sleep here because I thought the sun was already down. The sun has to be way farther down. I don't know why. I don't really like that, though, because I wasted a couple seconds. I must say, I really should have just eaten bread, because oh my goodness, walking across, like, what's that, 200 blocks? That takes so long when you don't have sprint. I should have just done sprint later on, because that would have just been better, because now I've wasted so much time just going over to the mountain and just walking. It's really bad. Now, another reason why I go to the mountain is not only for the goat, but also because there's 2 things there. There's Killer Warden and Die by Warden. And beneath these mountains, there is, most of the time, an ancient city. And if I got an ancient city, I would have been able to complete another one of those bingo things where it's wear enchanted gear. Because if I go down into an ancient city, I'm gonna find diamonds around and iron. And I also have a task of get all the diamond tools, which would have helped. But then if I went to the ancient city, I could have died by the warden. I might have been able to kill the warden. I actually don't know. Probably not. But then I would have also been able to get enchanted stuff. And pretty soon, I'm pretty sure my opponent is going to get all the gold gear, because he isn't a bastion. It makes sense. Which later on he also does the armor stand with the gear, which should have thought about that. Over here, I am pretty soon I should be falling into powdered snow. Yeah, there it is. I fell into powdered snow. There's powdered snow everywhere. I don't know why. So I had to just do this little wanky bridge. Thankfully, I got to the goats not that slowly. And this is where I really mess up. So I'm at 1 saturation bar. I'm at half a saturation bar. And then I eat food. I eat food. I could have done it way sooner. And it's only now that I see that because I'm looking back at the footage. Because I thought if I get the hunger, I'll be able to get down easier. But I really could have gotten that saturation done sooner. And you'll see how that really kind of messes me up. So now I don't want to dig straight down because this is a newer version. And I don't want to fall into these massive dripstone caves. Because my water bucket clutching isn't the best. I see a little opening, so I want to go down there. But there are mobs. And I don't know if I can just break my boat super fast. So I go a little bit to the sides and I can just boat down. I don't know why I don't just boat down normally. I do a stupid thing there. Height limit, I don't know what that's about. I get down, yeah. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Why do I not boat down? That just wastes so much time. Oh yeah, and I look down here, and wait, yeah, I look straight into my screen, and I didn't see an ancient city, but, spoiler alert, there actually is an ancient city there. I actually see it in a little bit. So right now, I'm looking at that little crevasse to see if it goes farther down so I can get an ancient city. There isn't. Spoiler alert. I also want to make some torches. I already had some, which maybe would have been better if I just didn't make any, because then I wouldn't have to just mine coal, which I actually do, which is pretty stupid. So there's nothing over there. So I go back over here. I go over here. I can't see anything right now because I have my room lights on, so I can't see anything. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just go down to this side because I know that it goes down. So at least I'll be able to get either a lava pool or just what's it called? An ancient city, which is crazy. So I'm really smart here. I placed down my crafting table so I can make food, which is great. I only had 1 bread left. I see this little patch of water and coal, which is nice. So I'm able to get some coal while also take some water down, so then it's easier to get back up if I need to. I see some coal on the side, and I'm thinking I may need to smelt some stuff, because I was also thinking of getting the iron golem. Oh wait, I could have gotten the copper here, and then I would have been able to do all the copper tools. Wait, oh my goodness, I'm stupid. There is no copper tools to do. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Yeah, so I go all the way down, and this is where I see the ancient city. I see Skulk. I may actually be able to do the warden, which is great because I have the bed, so I can just spawn right there. This is a great time to say the sponsor of today's video. Gotcha, I don't have a sponsor. I'm not that big. So instead, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe. It's free, for you. It helps me out more than you would know. Please go down and subscribe. And while you're hitting that subscribe button, why don't you comment down what you didn't like, what you did like about this video, turn on notifications to be awaked by any time I post, and like this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm to put this video in front of more people. Quickly go out of my chair here. I put my headphones down. I turn off the lights so then I can see better, which was so good because I could barely see. And now I can see much better. So I go down here to the lava lake because I didn't see an ancient city up top. So maybe, no, there's no ancient city up top. So I go down here because I know there's diamonds around, so I'll be able to do the diamond tools. And then I'll also be able to go to the nether and die from a vine. So that's what I wanted to do. Sneak 100. I still don't know why I got that. I was very close to a shrieker though. Sheesh, I'm making my nether portal so slowly even though there's skulk all around me. I was thinking I need iron. Turns out I do have iron in my inventory. I don't see it yet until later on when I finish another task. So I put my volume up because I can barely see anything. Like, I can barely see anything. Sorry, I can barely... I'm mixing up my senses. I can barely hear anything. And because I'm in the deep dark, or I think I'm in the deep dark, I actually still don't know, I want to be able to hear everything that's happening. So I make some 2 chests because I'm going to find a shrieker, so then I can just die by the warden. That's already a thing done. what I usually do is get really far, at least in speedrunning. I try and get really far, so then my opponent is like, oh my goodness, he's too far, let me just forfeit. Nobody does that in Draftout. Okay, here is perfect. This is scripted or something. There's a shrieker right there. Perfect. And I know a warden only spawns after the shrieker shrieks 3 times. So he shrieks 3 times, then I'm making him shriek the 3rd time, and the warden spawns in 3, 2, 1. Yes, he spawns. So I see the warden, and I want to make sure he's on me, because I want to get it as soon as possible, so I hit him. Very, very scary, I must say. And while I was running, I wanted to go into F5, just in case I could see some diamonds for later on. And I'm running away from where he spawns. I see some diamonds over there. I'm running away from where he spawns, because I spawn right next to it. And I don't want him near my spawn, or else I won't be able to go to the nether, I won't be able to check for diamonds around. So I'm bringing him all the way over here. This was really cool. So I go up a little bit, really no point, and then I look back, and then I go down actually. So I see the warden, I don't want him to lose me, so I go down. This is so cool. He boosts me over the lava lake. It's not scripted, I swear, it's not scripted. He's definitely not a paid actor. So the warden is still coming at me. I want to keep on moving just in case I can see more diamonds. But I die, and I get the achievement, or whatever it's called. I do think of taking everything back, but then I was just thinking I'll just take some blocks, and I was going to get some iron. Yeah, so I'm trying to die by falling vines. Thankfully I had iron, so I was able to make my flint and steel really easy and not have to go back up. I made the flint and steel and put it back in just in case I need it if I died in the nether. Now, the nether portal glitches for some reason, so it's kind of weird. When I get into the nether, it's the worst thing I could have asked for. I would have taken basalt, the basalt biome over this. Because this soul sand, not only is it soul sand, but the world generation is just so crap. Like, it's not flat land. It's just horrible. I put up my render distance because maybe I'd see better. But, honestly, I'm just going to skip the entire nether experience because it sucked. I tried to get an enderman. Yeah, that didn't work. Because he just kept on teleporting everywhere. He literally teleported into the lava. I by accidentally hit him into the lava. It just wasn't going good for me. And then I also found out that in this version, when you like go around, the fog doesn't change, which I remember RecRap saying. The fog doesn't change in this version, which kind of sucks because now you can't see as great. I definitely should have gotten a boat, so I would have gotten the ender pearl, so I would have killed the enderman, hopefully gotten an ender pearl and be able to pearl up. But none of that helped, so I just went back into the overworld. And by went back, I mean I died and then just spawned back at my bed. And when I get back to my bed, I take all my stuff out, obviously, and I wanted to start going around the lava lake to get diamonds. I do find a diamond quite early on, but it's a 1 vein. And every other diamond I found was also a 1 vein. It sucked. I saw some iron, and I thought maybe I could also do the iron golem. And it turns out these matches only last for 30 minutes. So right now, it probably wouldn't have been the best thing. I should have focused on the diamonds. And right now, I'm thinking that if I use these skulk vines, I thought they're vines. I guess they're not, because I quickly smelted some iron, and so then I can make some shears, so I could shear them and like go into the nether. Then, because there's like really high, I would place it like right at the block next to the cliff, go on it, and then fall. I would think that's how it works. And then I would die, and then I would get the advancement, whatever. But that didn't work. I really don't know why. So I started going back around to find diamonds. Now, I'm pretty sure it's right here where something... Yeah, there's a shrieker there. And then he spawns, so I have to run away, because if I go the other way, then I'd be too far away from my furnace to get... to shear the skulk stuff, so I wouldn't even have had the chance to die by vines, which to get an advancement is just more important. So I went back. Really, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have went for the diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, my realization of finding out that shears don't actually shear it and I can't keep it really was horrible. So I wanted to break my bed because I don't want to keep on spawning back there in case I need to spawn somewhere else. I make sure to take my crafting table because I remember last time that I didn't take my crafting table, I needed a crafting table. So I needed to make sure here to keep on crouching, or else the shrieker would hear me. And I shift for quite a while, I must say, and then I unshift for a quick second, and I just learned that just a quick unshift, a skulk sensor will hear you. So I made sure, I told myself, do not stop shifting. You have to keep on shifting the entire time. I did find some diamonds back here, and I was a little bit afraid that if I mined it, a warden would spawn, which would suck. Thankfully it didn't, so I was able to even place a torch and make sure that there was any more. It's a 1 vein again. And the next diamond is also a 1 vein. Really bad. I traversed down this very, very harsh terrain because I can barely see it, so it's even harsher than a cliff. I did think of going the other way, but I knew there's a diamond this way, so I probably should have went that way. That's what I thought. If I went the other way, maybe I would have found something, but with only 50 seconds left, it wasn't really worth it. So I kept on going. This is where I was thinking, since I'll have 3 diamonds, what should I do? Should I make a diamond pickaxe, get some obby, and then go up? But now that I think about it, that's a really dumb idea because there's only 30 seconds left. I didn't know that. And the other option was make an enchanting table because I had 2 diamonds. Now you may be wondering, oh, that's really smart. And I'll tell you right now, that's not smart. It's really not smart. Because to get the obby, I need a diamond pickaxe. So I'd use up all my diamonds. And in 10 seconds, you can't really do anything. My opponent says GG, and I'm wondering, like, why is he saying GG? So I start mining. Actually, I'm about to make my pickaxe because I don't know what to do. And then it's a draw. You can even hear me say, draw? What? Draw? But he got 6, I got 6. Yes, it wasn't a good day. And then after this, all my other rounds were just glitching and lagging. So, yeah, I ended. Anyways, that's all from me. Great video, I know. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, do what you want. Of course, if you subscribe, I would not be against the idea. I will definitely keep on going with Draftout. You should try it, it's really fun. I'm out.